Oh my goodness, we are ready. We have a New York Times best-selling author in our kitchen.
Everything is looking so pretty, so good. It's all the work of Alex Snodgrass. We're so glad you're here. She runs a popular website, thedefineddish.com. Got a new cookbook out.
Yay!
You are here in Nashville. We're looking at your website right now.
Look how beautiful that is.
It really
Thank you.
So good.
Oh my goodness.
So you got a new cookbook out with the same name, The
Yes.
Defined Dish, and you're going to be at Parnassus tonight.
Yes, I'm so excited to be here.
You're
First time
gonna-
in Nashville.
You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Thank you so much for stopping by.
What was the idea behind starting the blog, and then now you've got this cookbook? How did it all begin?
You know, I've just always loved cooking, and I started to share my recipes with my family and friends, and this was a fun way for me to do that on my blog. And then over the years, you know, I kind of started eating Whole30 and sharing Whole30 recipes, and it took off. And then my book deal came along, and here I am.
Here she is.
That's long story short.
Okay, well, let's talk about this dish. I'm really excited about. Plus, your pan's getting hot, so we'll have to start working.
We don't want to burn anything.
Right, exactly.
So this is kind of like, this is not Whole30. This is for life after Whole30. My book is Whole30 endorsed, and so this is a tostada, which is basically a giant grown-up chip nacho situation.
Yes.
I'm on board.
Which we all are in for. So this is like a good Chipotle ground chicken mixture that it's seasoned nicely with like a Chipotle chili powder and some other lovely ingredients like cumin and oregano, tomato paste, and that's going to go on top of the tostada over here.
Now, tell me what's your base of the tostada.
So this is a grain-free tortilla, which makes it Whole30. It's a Siete Foods tortilla. I don't know if you're familiar with that brand.
I do have that.
One of my favorites.
Yeah.
And so
Where would you find it?
You can find it at most grocery stores now. It's going to be in the fridge section though, as opposed to most tortillas are not.
So what is its base? What is it made of?
This is an almond flour tortilla. But if you're allergic to nuts, they also have like cassava. They have a ton of different grain-free
Interesting. Okay, and it'll
tortillas.
be in the refrigerated section.
Yeah, and so really all I did was I just sprayed it with a little avocado oil and let it crisp up in the oven, low and slow, to make this tostada.
There you go.
And then
Fantastic.
I've got some purple cabbage, which adds lots of crunch and color
I
right
never
there.
would have thought to use the purple cabbage.
It just makes it prettier.
Yeah, it's
you
pretty.
could use green though,
Love
if you
color.
prefer.
Here's what I think is amazing about your recipe is you call for ground chicken thighs.
Yes.
And I was like, well, where do you get? Usually when there's ground chicken, it is very dry.
Yes.
Usually chicken
It is-
breast.
It is
Same with
not what
turkey.
I want to eat
Yes.
at all. But the ground chicken thighs sort of blew my mind. You say ask the butcher to do it.
Yeah, just ask them to do it. They will always do it in a minute for you. It takes 2 seconds. Same with turkey.
Really?
Ask for the dark meat. It's just not going to get that dry flavor. You're not going to have those failures in the kitchen, and it's going to be
That's
delicious.
really
Because
genius.
every time I've ever used a chicken, like a ground chicken, I feel like the flavor is off.
It turns into
it just dries
sawdust.
out.
It's really
100%.
awful.
I know. I
Yes.
refuse.
Oh my
Food should
God.
taste good,
Okay.
people.
This is amazing. Julie, I was like, wait, ground chicken thighs. That's so
Yes.
great. Okay, first of all, I
Pro
love
tip.
your portion.
Yes.
Strong.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Us Southerners know how to do it. You know.
Strong. Carol puts it in the
Yes,
strong
for
category.
sure.
I love
yes,
it.
so we're going heavy portions. We don't want to be hungry. This is not rabbit food. This is real food. We want to eat. And then this is a pineapple salsa that I made, and you can kind of see the ingredients over here. It's
Yes.
got some olive oil, lime, jalapeno, cilantro, red
this
onion,
together. Look at me.
garlic, and salt. So it's super easy, and it's going to give it a nice tang on top and some tropical flavor.
That's one of the extras that really dress up a dish. But I know I don't take that extra step, but it only takes a few minutes to do,
so
and it
simple.
really elevates your game.
Absolutely, and it's going to
Genius.
take this simple weeknight meal, which is really what my book is full of, but elevate all those flavors so you don't feel like you're bored.
So I love that you say life after, Whole30, because the people I know, and of course these are my humans I surround myself with. If they're doing Whole30, they're just trying to survive Whole30.
Yes.
Right.
Like, can
And
I
then-
get to the finish line?
Yes.
You're like, okay, once you get to the finish line, let's keep this going
Well,
in a
here's
really
the scary
tasty
thing
way.
too. A lot of people make that change for 30 days, and it really resets and recalibrates.
Yes.
And then after, they're like, "Give me all the
I
bad
know,
stuff."
and then it's like heartburn,
Right.
indigestion. Yes, for
and
sure.
It all throws you completely off.
Yes.
So it really is kind of a tapering to
Yes,
get you to
for
a
sure.
good norm.
And so
Okay.
the book has that for life after Whole30 paleo-ish foods, also reincorporating those healthful ingredients that you can't have during Whole30, like legumes and grains.
Okay.
Again,
I
so
like that.
you can either swap those and use the
Love
cauliflower rice or have rice. And so
I love it.
this is the finished product.
There
This
you
is
go.
beautiful. And
it's,
I know
again,
you
super-
could just take man hands and
You
just
can-
eat, but
the
we'll go
question
this
I
way.
always get asked, how do you eat a tostada? I'm like, that is totally up to you.
You You do you, boo.
However
can
you're
either
comfortable, right?
eat like a chip, yes, but the way you're doing it is probably the most graceful.
Okay,
Beautiful.
so well, that is the first time anyone's ever said that about me ever
true
eating
story.
in this kitchen.
It's a true
So tell me what Parnassus will be like tonight. What people can expect.
So Amanda Frederiksen is a blogger here
Yes.
in Nashville that I'm friends with. We're going to be having a conversation just about my book and about Whole30 and the recipes inside the book. And then afterwards, I'll be doing a book signing.
And it is
so
sold out.
great.
We just
It is.
got,
Just got
message.
word.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Ding, ding, ding.
It's sold out. But listen, you can get this recipe on our website, todayinashville.com. Also, check out The Defined Dish. It's a beautiful, beautiful book. You can grab that wherever books are sold. Of course, we love to support Parnassus because they're our local bookseller and they're amazing.
This is so good.
Good. I'm so glad you like it.
Thank you so much for coming
You're
in.
so
Thank you for having
amazing.
me.
It's good to meet you.